So the state of play is 4 minutes away. I got my pizza, my Coca-Cola, and I am so ready to see more games from PS5. The ones that were already revealed. They said there were no new PS5 games or big announcement, but there's probably gonna be Call of Duty, and I hope they reveal the new Jack and Daxter game or Silent Hill reboot. With that being said, your expectations of this event should be rather low. If you think they're gonna be just PS5 game after PS5 game, that's not gonna happen. Sony already said that's not the case here. You can expect that later in the month, probably 2 weeks from now. However, what do I want to say? Yeah, I totally forgot what I wanted to say. That. However, the games that are gonna be revealed are probably gonna be pretty good too. Three minutes left. Now, what am I expecting from this state of play? Call of Duty. That's probably going to be it, because this state of play is one of the longest we've seen. It's about 40 minutes long, so, and that is very long. Like, the usual is 20 to 30 minutes, and that's pushing it. In 30 minutes, that's really pushing it. However, what I expect is Call of Duty reveal. I hope we get gameplay of Miles Morales. I don't expect it though. What I want to see is more of... I want to see more of either Horizon Forbidden West, or not Forza, Gran Turismo, Ratchet and Clank, or preferably I would really like to see Demon Souls remake, some gameplay of that. But I know it's not gonna happen, but if we see like bam, God of War PS5 2022, the PlayStation will utterly obliterate Xbox, because, well, people said that, well, the Xbox event, it was not as good as PlayStation, but it did what it needed to do. And I highly disagree with that, because it was a complete and total disaster. Not because of what was shown or what was not shown, but because of the way it was shown. Everything they showed was either half-assed, it was not good, and all they did was anger people. Halo Infinite gameplay? Are you fucking kidding me? Combat Evolved looks on par with Halo Infinite, if you squint a bit. That's the difference. And they say we still have 4 months. Yes, but that's not true, because you only have... Okay. Crash Bandicoot! totally knew this
Hey
was gonna be
everyone, I'm
here.
Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped.
It is about
the
time.
devious villains Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with.
Yeah,
We wanted
sure.
to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you
That
today.
if you jump just
Let's
a
start
little
with
bit
Insanity
too
Beach.
off,
This is where
you're
Crash's
dead.
adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art
I
teams wanted
really
to
hope
take
they
inspiration
fixed
from not just the
Crash's
original games,
hitbox,
but the animated cartoons
so you don't
that
just slide
inspired
off
those original
platforms.
games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore. Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide-open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zipline as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic.
Are
and a fun
they
way to express
though
yourself while playing the game.
microtransactions?
And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems within levels.
Good, no
Crash 4 also
microtransactions.
introduces the quantum masks.
You have to
the
earn
powerful
the
protectors of time and
clothes,
space.
the
Crash and Coco will need their
cosmetics.
assistance throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button,
Nice,
Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you,
cool.
or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of
Nice.
reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day.
Dead.
What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level
As
that you
it
can
should
play as
be.
Crash, you can also play as Coco. It was also very important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control at key points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay. Here you can see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingo Dial. I repeat,
Awesome.
you get to play as Dingo Dial in Crash 4.
Thank
A lot
you.
has changed in the years since we last saw Dingo Dial. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension. Finally, there's one more surprise
crap.
I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot
Coloring
series has always been about
mode.
finding new and exciting ways to play through the game.
Nice.
In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call Inverted Mode. It's our souped-up, bumpa-berry-fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are
What?
perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another
What?
tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got
Awesome.
one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well.
Basically,
Once
Rainbow
unlocked,
Bar.
players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel. It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out
This
there,
is gonna
a
kick
reason to
up
revisit
the
each level
replayability
again
a
to see
lot.
what new and exciting experiences in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Is it a PS4 exclusive, though?
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
Thank you.
We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4, It's About Time, coming to PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going with the latest from IO
Hitman.
Interactive.
Let's see what Hitman can do. This is like John Wick, only a bit slower and more methodical. I would love a John Wick game made by IO Interactive.
Besides, this is your big day. You should mingle.
VR mode?
Fun. Oh, don't
Are you
worry
fucking
about
kidding
that.
me?
My art speaks for itself.
Fucking hell yeah! If anyone wanted to buy Hitman, PlayStation is where I'm gonna get it. VR mode, now that is big! VR mode. No. Say night night. A VR mode included in the entire one. A VR. Crap. Now what is this? This is a PS5 game, probably. Now what could this be? Come on, I know what this... Come on. What could this be? I don't think it's Horizon. Shovel Knight? No. It's a platformer. Great Anniversary Edition. See, this is something I didn't heard of. I have not heard of this game before.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition.
A
It's a
remaster.
classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
Early PS4/PS5 title, probably. PS5, maybe?
This is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
Yeah, this was at the PS5 event. It's just
The Pathless is an
Gameplay.
open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless, so the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself.
Okay, so you shoot the signs to refuel your gauge.
With help from the eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless.
Okay.
You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping. Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
Okay.
You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look. Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
So let me think.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games, there's no map. Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
That's interesting.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle. Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
Okay. This is...
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
I'm getting Zelda vibes. Breath of the Wild. Zelda. Yep.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
Okay, that's interesting. So the combat is like Death Stranding. First you avoid them, then you can actually fight them.
And Eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Probably gonna play it if I have the time. PS5. Okay. PS4.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Hi, my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky. For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place.
Yep, you
So
did.
many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In Spelunky 2, when you do runs and discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full. Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys, and find hidden passageways, and you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family.
This is not an easy game, guys.
These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2.
Die, repeat, die, repeat.
They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Ajde. Zapri vrata. Zapri vrata. PS5.
We've got a bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with
Genshin
a closer
Impact.
look at
Fuck yeah.
Genshin Impact.
When do we get to play this game? I want to play this game so hard.
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
I don't even care if it's $70. I'm gonna buy that game and play it. It's awesome. I signed up for the open beta, but I didn't get in.
I summon thee!
Give me gameplay. Give me release date. Give it to me now.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
Ultimo.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Huh? Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
Just say, imagine a mix between if Genshin Impact is a mix between Zelda and Final Fantasy. Thank you.
Gods have squealed for my mercy.
What is this?
Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
It's a fighting game.
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust. Go all out or go home, Emperor.
Aeon must die. Next year. I like it so far. Some small games, some games are like a bit more, but what the hell is this? Temple Run just for the PS4?
It's time to talk Bug Snacks.
I play
Let's
it.
check out some
Bug
gameplay
Snacks!
footage captured from PS5.
Thank
My
you!
invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bug Snacks.
Bug Snacks.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense. I swear, if you chase this Bug Snack story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bug Snack right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite bug snack is. And feed it to me, obs.
How's my little sprout doing? He misses Papa? Oh, of course he does.
Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch Bug Snacks and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, say you do find these Bug Snacks and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Is this secretly like a horror game? I want to play Bugsnax.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on the eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Thank you, Sony.
The Force is strong with you.
Yes, it is.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
Thank you. I'm playing that. Probably. We'll see. We're gonna go and spend 300 on a VR headset.
Whatever
right
you
now.
do, stay
Especially
in the
last gen.
light.
Last gen one. Yes. Control DLC. Yeah. DLC. Call of Duty. Come on, give me Call of Duty. It's an action puzzle platformer. PS5.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
Come on.
We are the forest shadows. Ghosts. Running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Quiet and down, don't shed a tear.
They count, ration, manipulate.
There's a wolf in the night and he's talking to me.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
When the stakes and the rabbits and the
Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't an invading army.
the forest will be right.
Come on.
We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
The ghost of the forest, the wraith of the night. Won't think twice, he'll be by your side. The stag on his heavy, it's the artist.
Big PS5 game.
We take back what was stolen.
When the hoods both fly
And the people call us heroes.
from the dead.
Yeah.
To others, we are rivals.
What is this?
We are all outlaws. But some of us will become legends.
When hoods both fly
It's Robin Hood. It's Robin Hood.
from the dead.
No big PS5 announcement. My ass. If this is the last game, then they should have put Hood after this. Come on, guys, I know you can do this. I need something bigger.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
Yep. It's this and something else. But I really
Hello,
hope there's something
my
else.
name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions.
Yes!
No waiting for content. It's all
Thank
in the
you.
game on day one.
No microtransactions.
As you adventure, you'll get to tear
This
through
is how it
enemies
should
to
be.
challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top.
I don't care if it's $70
You play
or
a
even
Valorian
80.
Knight, a
Just don't give me
godlike warrior
microtransactions.
able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher. Our game is therefore one part gear-driven and one part player skill-driven. In other words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive, embracing offense over defense. More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive. Now that you're familiar with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades, the polearm, the two-handed warhammer, and the two-handed greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique movesets and playstyles, ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons. For each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade
it's
cyclone.
a mixture between
the blade cyclone can also be
something
used
like
as
Final
a finisher
Fantasy
at
combat
the end of your light attack
and
combo.
Dark Souls.
So what are the signature
difficulty.
moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class. Longswords are balanced weapons, embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral FLURRY, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, you can also parry an attack. You can perform a light attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies. And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies that were knocked down to the ground.
fight. Get out of the way. Told you to get out of the way. Yep.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter,
No release
Facebook,
date though.
and YouTube. Thank you.
It's a launch title. Now
That's
show-
a wrap. We hope you
Oh,
enjoyed
come
this peek
on.
into the future of PlayStation. See you next time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, probably. Like, it's not like, sorry guys. It's not like I'm disappointed or anything. It's just that the show was good. Now, okay, just let me do this. That's it. Skip it forward. The show was good. The problem is that all the things they showed, it's like they were out of order. Like Hood is a big thing, and it should have been showed off last. Godfall should have been in the middle of the state of play. Like, they had a good mixture between big games, smaller, very interested games, and some oddballs, but they really needed to change the order of it, and it would be a bit better. Right now, bit disappointed because if they said, the problem is that people thought, yeah, but there might be some new PS5 games, and there were too, but what they should have done is taken PS5 completely out of this. They should have just said it's about PS4 and some cross-gen games, and that would be great, because the moment you mention PS5, no matter how small of a mention it is, people tend to think there will be something about PS5, something big or something, just a droplet of information. And the problem they did here is I know people are gonna say, well, this event sucked and there was nothing good. They were good. It was like, I hate to do this, but it was like the Microsoft event. Maybe a bit better or on the same level, but they had good things to show, they just messed up the order. And they should have been outspoken right away. This is that this, while it is a state of play that may involve some PS5 features, they should have they tried to negate the hype for it, but yeah. Personally, if this this state of play should have been skipped. I know you had like, even if you had like, I know you're saving it, but if you had like Call of Duty for it, if you saved up, just let me expand this a bit more. Come on, it's forward. Come on, where is it? See, Crash, Crash, good title. Maybe a bit too long. Could have been like 20 seconds shorter, but there were some good things about it. We saw some little bit of gameplay. We saw some modes you could do. It was good. I know people are gonna say, I already know what the tweets and social media say. Oh, this event sucked. This was bad. Sony doesn't know what they have to do. And the truth is, this is not the event Sony wanted to do. Originally, Sony wanted to do another future of gaming type event at this time, but because Microsoft show was such a big pile of crap, they pushed it back. That kind of event is coming later this month or maybe next month, but yeah, like the event, I know the event is not bad. It's just this was probably contractually obligated. They were contractually obligated to do this show, and you could see that their heart wasn't in it, because if they want, the thing with State of Play is if they want to show something they care about, they will blow 30 minutes and talk about that one thing. But this was more like, we have to do a State of Play for these games, and yeah, just push it out. With that being said, there were some gems in there. They were pretty good. Again, Crash. Where is it? Oh yeah, the rainbow. Very good. And this. What else? Hitman. You got the fact that Hitman is getting a VR mode. You could play the entire game from beginning to finish in VR. Tells you how big PlayStation VR is compared to other headsets, other platforms. That was cool. That was kind of good. Here, yes. People like John Wick. What is it? John Wick Hex, right? It was supposed to be a John Wick game, but the truth is, it was, yeah, it was John Wick, but and the story was somewhat good, but the game wasn't for everyone. However, my proposal for Sony is take John Wick and take IO Interactive, smash them together, and give IO Interactive the chance to make a John Wick game. All they have to do is take all the elements from the Hitman games, pull them out on the open world, the assassinations, all that shit, pull that out, put it into John Wick game, add some more action, add some over the top movie stuff, and you have a 10 out of 10 video game, a proper John Wick game, which I want. Come on. This, yeah, it's cool, but it's a remaster, which some people are gonna love, some people not really well known. The reason why I say not very well known is because it's an old game right now. It's a 12-year-old game. The Pathless. It's a good game. It looks fun. Probably gonna play it. I am getting kind of it look I'm getting kind of Journey vibes from it. It's PlayStation game exclusive. It but it plays a lot like Journey. It seems like these triangles are gonna be your like dash and things like that, and then you have to unlock towers so you can attack the beasts. It's okay, but looking at it from right now, it has the potential to be either a really popular game or a really niche game, depending on how they market it and what the gameplay feels like. Come on, what's next? Not this. Yeah, you're gonna have to defeat that once you release the obelisks or the towers or whatever. What's next? Yeah, this looks like a hard game. People are gonna like it, but the kind of people that are gonna like it, hardcore gamers. Casuals won't like this. They might, but I highly doubt it. It looks like a hard game. Like you have to know what you're doing, not just instead die time after time after time. Now this I fucking love. This game I want to play. Like I said before, I signed up for the open beta, but it didn't pan out. I wasn't accepted, or I didn't get an email saying I can join, or even got a code or anything. But Sony, please, I will do video. I will praise it. I will kneel in front of your glory and praise be, oh glorious PlayStation. Send me a code to Genshin Impact. I want to play it. It looks like Zelda, and it plays probably like Final Fantasy or like a JRPG. For those who don't know, that is a Japanese role-playing game. I want this game. I want to play this game so much. Genshin Impact. I want to play this game. Autumn. That means probably September, October, or the possible PS5 launch window. Just so we're clear, Genshin Impact should have been out a long time by now. No, wait, yeah, it looks good. Not gonna lie, it's probably like it looks fun. That's what I say. It's probably a modern platformer. Somewhat hard, somewhat not. Story seems to be about, I don't know. It's an okay game. Like, I'm not really that into platformers. I do play them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to play it. I'm not too interested, not uninterested. Anno Mutation. The poster looks cool, that's what I'm gonna say. Buck, yes. Buck snacks. Talking about buck snacks. I want to play this game. Like, this game is really, really probably gonna be fun. If, like, there's been some theories about it being a very dark horror game. Highly doubt it. But if it is, if it's like a secret horror game or like it's probably a kid's game, but I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. I think it's like a double life. I think it's like for kids and people, for kids and casuals who don't look that much into things. It's probably gonna be like a children's game, platformer, a children's game. And for those hardcore gamers, it's probably gonna be some secret Easter eggs that make this game a lot darker. I don't know. We'll see. I am looking forward to it. What's next? Yeah, Control DLC. It's fun, but this could have been a video on the PlayStation channel, and it would have done just as well. This I am excited for because it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle platformer, and I like those. Oh, and a little PlayStation icon. Yeah, pedestrian. This is gonna be a cool game. I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be a cool game. This is probably Hood. Yep. This is Hood. It's Robin Hood. I mean, pretty good. We're probably gonna get a pretty good story and then multiplayer. Yeah, it's nice that we got it, but like without some gameplay or some extended story elements, can't really tell what's going on. This game, I don't know. It's a cute game. Wait, what? It's like is this like a Pokemon ripoff? I actually think this is like a Pokemon clone. Well, if it's a Pokemon clone, it might do well, but we'll see. And then you have Godfall, which is probably going to be a good game, but the thing is, Godfall is going to be kinda... You don't actually have to play it to know what's going on. Like, you don't actually have to play it to know what it will play like. It's probably gonna be like a mixture between something like the old God of Wars and a Dark Souls. Like slash, it's gonna be like slash attack, attack, attack. The enemy is attacking you, get out of the way or you're gonna die. It's Dark Souls but more hack and slashy. And that's about it for the state of play. 44,000 views, okay. Like, it's not a like. What else? Oh, like it was good, but I am much more looking forward to the teardown and the possible reveals of some other games that are coming. Now, if the rumors are true, we might get, this is a big if, but we might get a God of War 2 reveal trailer or cinematic, or we might get the return of Jak and Daxter, which I would really like. But seeing how Xbox fudged up their own event, probably not gonna see God of War or any major first party exclusives for the next year. Well, till the end of the year. God of War is probably gonna be revealed next year and then released in 2022. However, if there is a game that will make me go out and spend $4, $5, or even $600 on a PS5, which it won't be, it's gonna be like 500, is Uncharted 5. Now, about Uncharted 5, there's two ways they can do Uncharted 5. One is they bring back Mr. Nathan Drake, which every single one would love if he came back. He doesn't have to do like his regular Uncharted, like shooting guys and that. All he has to do is be Nathan Drake, explore ruins, and go on a treasure hunt. That's all I want. He can shoot monkeys for all I care. Or the second one, which would include his kid, which would be even better, because Drake would be able to take Sully's position as mentor. I would play that in a heartbeat. However, the third one is some type of mixture between Chloe and Sully, or Chloe and Sam, or some of that. And the problem with that is, while Chloe is fun, the thing, and I understand that Lost Legacy was a 1-year project, which is very, very quick turnaround time for a game like that. I would like a core Drake family protagonist, or a completely new cast from the ground up. That's my thoughts on Uncharted 5. And about the price of the PS5, it's gonna be 500 and 300 respectively. People say 500 is a lot of money, even 400 is a lot of money, but you see, the thing is, people like to say, oh, but you should buy a PC, but that's not true, you see. When you spend 500 bucks on a console, you know you're gonna be able to play every single game that comes out for that console without going to the BIOS and overclocking the CPU or the GPU, without changing some fucking setting in the Windows directory, something like that. Like people say, oh yes, but you have Steam, and Steam makes things much easier. Yes, it does make things easier. But what happens when Steam goes offline, or what happens when Steam doesn't launch or things like that. People say, well, PC gaming is very cheap, very affordable. But that's not true, because first you have to pay anywhere from $300 to over $2,000 for a gaming PC. And even if you have a gaming PC at home, you are limited to play games from certain eras. If you have a brand new gaming PC, sure, you can play pretty much every game. You have an older one, yeah, you're gonna have to bump down some settings, but it will still play. Yes, yes. But the reason why I prefer a console over a PC isn't about the games, the price, the flexibility, or any of that. Although the PlayStation has so much better exclusive than anyone else, including PC. Now PC is getting Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding, things like that. You will finally get to see what really good games are like. However, the second thing I would like to say is that I prefer console over PC because I don't want to waste time fudging around trying to play a game instead of actually playing a game. When I put a disc in my PS4, I know it's gonna start up. When I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA or God of War or Uncharted or The Last of Us, the first one, not the second one, I know it's gonna work. But when I fire up my PC, I get a Windows update, I get a Steam update, I get 1,000 different updates that don't do shit. And yes, consoles have gotten more updates, but the amount of times that I just wanted to play a game on PC and I had to update some settings or change some setting in NVIDIA's control panel or something like that, I could not count them with 100 hands. With that being said, a lot of people like PC, and I agree. PC is very friendly to gamers. But the problem with PC is that it's very friendly to gamers because you have a huge library of games, and backwards compatibility just works. That is something I agree is just better on PC. With that being said, yeah, but alright. People say PC gaming is cheaper than console gaming. Yes, you might pay less for some game, or you might not pay at all if you rip it from Pirate Bay or something like that. But but a console costs $300 to $500 throughout its life cycle. That means if you buy a console at the beginning of the generation, so let's say 2013, you spent $400 on a PS4, and if you took care of it properly, you still have it and it's pretty good, then that means that that means that the PS4 that the entertainment you've got from out of the PS4 has cost you roughly about how much? Like, come on. Yes, come on, calculate, please. 400 divided by 7. 7. About 60 bucks a year, which is cheap. And people who think that's not that cheap, go to a cinema 2 or 3 times and you will see what cheap looks like. And say you bought a few games for it. You got 7 years of entertainment for like a grand or a grand and a half. That means you paid roughly how much? 20, no, not 20, crap, I forgot. 7, about 100 bucks, about 100 to 200 bucks per year for video games, which is not that much. It's not that much if you it's 200 bucks on video games is nothing, especially if you buy them all new. However, if you buy a gaming PC, that alone will cost you about $1,000, and you will have it for the next, I don't know, let's say we're generous and say 4 to 5 years. That still means you're gonna have to upgrade twice. First in 2013 and then again in 2018. And yes, see, the thing is, people want to praise the PC as the all-seeing eye of God when it comes to gaming. Oh, no. Let's scrap that. Not PC. Gabe Newell comments on the Xbox Series X is better than PS5. It's not. It might be more powerful on paper, but it's not better than PS5. And that's not because the specs are better, because it doesn't have as good of games or anything like that. The Series X is not as good as the PS5 because of one simple thing: Game Pass. Game Pass is Xbox's big thing, the thing they want to succeed. Series X is the thing they had to do for the old crowd who don't want to just go to cloud gaming. And Gabe Newell's saying, and people think, oh yeah, Gabe Newell says Xbox Series X is better than PS5. I like Gabe Newell doesn't care about PlayStation or Microsoft. And you think, yeah, but he's a PC developer. They make games for Windows. He might care about Microsoft. He doesn't care. He has multiple billions of dollars. Steam generates so much revenue for him and Valve that hang on. Let's go. Valve Corporation. Have they released any new game since 2013? Newest. Like Dota 2, yeah, no. Like, the only thing they have released since 2013 when they released Dota 2. So no, the only thing they released since 2012 when they revealed Counter-Strike Global Offensive was Half-Life Alyx, which is a VR title. When people say Gabe Newell knows what he's talking, Valve has not released any major video game apart from Half-Life Alyx for the PC ecosystem or console in what is now 8 years. 8 years, and they didn't release anything. And you say, well, but they released Counter-Strike Online 2 or Dota 2. But the thing is, Dota 2 is an online game, so that immediately cuts it out of something like a single player. And it also cuts out Global Strike, so 2011, so 9 years. The lab is it's something to do with Portal 2, so that again cut out the artifact, don't know. They haven't released any recognizable titles since 2011. Valve is not a gaming company anymore. It is a software as a service company. The fact that they released Half-Life Alyx is a miracle, because I think Gabe doesn't want to make video games anymore. I think Gabe just wants to put everything, just wants to shut down Valve, and all they do is run Steam and make billions of dollars. And I think that's all he wants to do. With that being said, which should you buy, regardless of platform, regardless of anything? The PS5, because not because you're gonna have more games, not because you're gonna have better games, not because you're gonna be able to play in ways you just can't on the Series X, but something that is so much more important than all of those things: reliability, and what's the other one? Consistency. PlayStation has proved that they are reliable to put out. They can be relied on for high quality games, and they are consistent. They consistently pump out AAA after AAA after AAA 10 out of 10 games. PlayStation is a better bet than Microsoft or even PC, because PlayStation is making third-party exclusives. The PC isn't doing that because PC, while it is an open ecosystem, there is no one person that can say, oh, this goes to PC or this goes to console, this is a PC exclusive. No one says that. There's Steam, but Steam is give me every game. Microsoft isn't going to do it because Microsoft doesn't care about console gaming. All they care about is Game Pass and getting more subscribers. The only one that is left is Sony. And people say Spider-Man being exclusive to PlayStation or Marvel's Avengers is anti-consumer. It is not. Why isn't it anti-consumer? Simple. PlayStation is not anti-consumer because they are actually doing what you should do in a capitalistic society. Compete. They are competing with mostly themselves and a bit with Microsoft. They are, while they are excluding some of their audience, they are giving their audience what they want. They're giving the PlayStation ecosystem exclusives and exclusive content. Oh, whoa, we've been recording for like an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, guys, I just saw how long we've been recording, and this was supposed to be like 10 minutes after 10 minutes. This stream is supposed to be like 10 more minutes after the state of play ends, but we've been going a bit longer than that, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this stream right now because I still have to do some game recording for the next episode, which is probably gonna be Ghost of Tsushima Part 6 or Halo 2 or something completely different, and it's probably coming out tomorrow or on Saturday, depending on how much time it is. If it comes out on Saturday, you're gonna get a live stream on a Friday. But with that being said, I would just like to say, like the video if you liked it, subscribe or ring the subscribe down below and ring the bell icon so you get notified when a new video comes out. And I would just like to say from the bottom of my heart, I will see you in the next video. Come on, Skidmore!